Welcome back to the channel. Here we have a Xbox One S. The listing said there was no power, but it hadn't been checked in a while. The listing also said there may have been bugs in this thing, so I'm a little hesitant to open it up, but we'll do it anyway. It's very dirty. It looks like it may have come from a smoker's house. It's got kind of a yellowish tint to it. Hopefully I can get it cleaned up before I relist it. But also it doesn't look like it's been opened. The seal is still there, which is a good thing. But I'm gonna plug it in and power it on and see what happens, and then we'll see if we can fix it. Alright, let's do it. And here we go. Let's see if the power's on. Well, made a noise. There's no light. Sounds like it's on. I think that's the sound of the fan spinning. Not getting a display. The Xbox light is not lighting up. You see it right there. Odd. You can hear the fan spinning. There is no display. The eject button doesn't make any sounds. I don't know what's happening here. Let's turn it off. Okay. And I'm going to try that again. Okay, we're off again. I'm gonna try that one more time. Let me see if I can go to safe mode, which I think I pressed all three buttons at the same time. Nothing. Okay. Don't actually know what's happening here. I'm wondering if we have just a bad hard drive here. It sounds like it's trying to start up. But it's not. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to open it up, pull up the hard drive, and see if the hard drive is okay in this thing. Alright, let's do that. Alright, back over here at the assembly table. Disassembly table. Let's get this thing pulled apart and see if we can figure out what's going on with it. Had bugs. Look at that. Oh boy. This is an interesting one. I sure hope they're all dead. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Yeah, so that's something. I'm gonna take this and I think I'm gonna vacuum it. So, this is going to be fun. It kind of looks like water damage, but I'm wondering if that's just from the bugs, from the roaches that were in this thing. Once I pull off the top and get near some of the heat sources, like the power supply, CPU, and the heatsink, we'll see how many more dead bugs we find inside this thing. Hopefully they're all dead. Please be all dead. We'll find out for sure here in a second. Well, when I can find out. Really hoping they were all dead. Monster at one point. It looks like he's pretty smushed. Lots of remnants in there. That doesn't look very good. Could that be why the eject button didn't make any noise? Or why the light wasn't working on the Xbox, on the switch, the power switch. I'll have to replace that. It looks just rusted and corroded out. Wi-Fi chip doesn't look too bad. I mean, there's rust on there, but we'll set it to the side and maybe we can salvage it. I don't know. Corrosion on here. I'm wondering if this has some sort of water damage as well. This color doesn't look right to me. I'm gonna clean this up and give it a try. That corrosion is conductive, so once I get that off, maybe there's a short in here somewhere. Who knows? We'll try before we give up on it. All right, let's open up the case and see what kind of surprises we can find in here. Rust. Bug remnants, and sort of looks like I think it's called effervescence maybe, which is the comes from water. Some bugs in there. Power supply isn't bad. I know it works at least, because I've tried to power it on, but I don't see any bugs like in there, but I don't know if I'm going to open this up to find out if there's more. I'll probably shoot some air through it or something. There's a little home, I believe. Some dead bugs. Gross. Okay, well, here's what it is. There's some rust in there. We'll get that cleaned out. Good news is I don't see any live bugs. I have opened up a machine in the past and had a live bug the next day. Okay, well, I've got a lot of cleaning to do. Hopefully that's it. We'll see. I'm not even going to take this to the microscope. There's no reason to. I'm just going to give this a good cleaning and then put it back together and see if this thing has some life. Gross. Alright. Let's clean this up and we'll return and see if this thing works. And I'm back. Here is the case, or the inside case. I've actually painted it. I'll show you what that looked like here, but I only painted it because it had some rust spots after I cleaned it, and that white effervescence from the moisture was still there. I tried to get it all off, but I figured I'd just put a light coat of Rust-Oleum on here, primer, and nobody's ever going to see this. It goes inside the case, but did it anyway. Also, speaking of the case, here's the actual case. Big difference here after I cleaned it. Soap and water. Not too bad. A little bit of staining here. I might be able to get that off a little bit later, but for the most part, there's no more bug guts on here. I'm hoping this will be, sufficient enough after we put it back together. It'll look nice, and I think it will. No bug guts on here. That's the most important part. Compared to what it used to look like here. Pretty gross, right? And here's the base. And that's not that bad either. Pretty clean. A few scratches on the back, but not bad at all. What I'm going to do is just basically put this thing back together with the original parts. Here's the motherboard, nice and cleaned. I've also put this under the microscope and kind of did a visual inspection just to make sure there was no corrosion that I missed. And I didn't really see any. Doesn't mean it's not any there, like I didn't miss any, but I think I got it mostly off. Here's that front panel connector with the power button and the LED. I'm hoping this thing works. I don't know. We'll try it out, see what happens. I don't have a replacement for this. I thought I did, but I don't. And then here's our Wi-Fi card, which really is in the best condition of anything on this motherboard or on this Xbox. Looks pretty good. Now, here's the original hard drive. Obviously, you can't replace these, or you can. I can take the motherboard out of this hard drive and put it into a new one, but I want to keep this, and when we start it up, we'll see if it works. I don't know. We know the power supply works because it initially tried to power on. The hard drive, I don't think works. I put this in Crystal Disk Info on my PC, and it wouldn't even recognize this drive. So this could be an issue as well, why it won't start up. I'm not even going to put the hard drive back in. I do have another, by the way, do have another freshly formatted. It doesn't have the Xbox OS on it. I do have an OSU1 on USB, and I will repartition this and put a new drive. But for now, I'm going to put this back together, partially back together, and I'll keep the case open. I just want to test to see if it'll come back on and to see if it works. All right, here we go. Alright, I've got it back together enough to at least test to see if it powers on. I plugged in the HDMI cable. I've got all the components plugged in. I don't have any screws in except for the screws for the heatsink. Let's go ahead and plug the power in and see what happens. Okay, power's in. Switch inputs. Let's see what happens when we turn it on. Nothing. Oh, wait. Got a light. Oh. Perfect. E105. Hard drive. That's good. And we got output. And the light is working on here. What? Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and install OSU 1 first, just to see if we can get the actual hard drive updated and working before I wrap it up, before I close it back into the case. We'll see. So far, it's good news. Haven't replaced anything, just cleaned it up, and it seems to be working. All right, next step. Let's see if we can sync a controller to this thing. Doesn't look like it. Cannot get a controller to work. Let me try a different one. Oh, this one doesn't have a battery in it. It should work, but it is not. Okay, well, I may have to figure out what's going on with the this Wi-Fi chip. Maybe I'll reball it and see if that'll help. Power button's working, which is good. System comes on, which is good. I get a display, which is good. I get an error code that tells me there's something wrong with the hard drive, which is good as well, because I know that it's a factory fresh hard drive. Or it's freshly reformatted, not really factory fresh. At any rate, I think the issue here, partial issue, is I need to fix this front panel, and particularly this Wi-Fi. I think this is the Bluetooth, or Wi-Fi at least for the, or the wireless signal for the controllers. What I'd like to do is get this I'm gonna reball this, see if that helps, and if not, I'll just have to buy a new one. Hopefully I can find one. So I think my last attempt at repairing this card was kind of a moot point. I mean, it seems like I reballed it okay, but it still didn't work. I mean, the Xbox powered on after reballing this, but I still couldn't get my controller connected. And the thing just doesn't look like it's in good condition at all anyway. So it's kind of moot because I ordered a new one. Let's open up this package and see what it looks like. This comes from gamersrepair.com. Took 3 days to get here, and I don't know, I paid maybe $30 for a 2-part.
$27 with shipping. Let's see what we got. Brand new Wi-Fi card. And brand new front panel. Let's gamesrepair.com. Let's plug this in and see if we made a difference. There we go. Let's power it up, see what happens. There we go. Yay, the light works this time. I think our issue was getting a controller to connect. So let's try the bind button. See if we can bind the controller. And there we go. It's working. Let's see if we can do a system update here. OSU 1. I may have to do some formatting on the Xbox hard drive itself, which will be fine if I have to create the partition table. But we'll see. We'll go through this process first with our OSU 1 on our USB, and we'll see what we get. I'll come back to this. There we go. We fixed it. Got a controller working with it. Hard drive is working. New hard drive replacement. And there we go. Let's look at our storage. Actually, let me connect to Wi-Fi first to make sure. The Wi-Fi works. Oh, this is actually my disk with OSU 1 on it. But there it is. It's working. Now, let's check the disk reader. I'm actually gonna pull this out. We don't need this in there anymore. Doesn't read a disk. It does. Perfect. All right. So my drive is reading, or the Xbox is reading the full drive, so that's good. I'm not going to have to reallocate any space for there. We're reading a disk right now, which is great. I don't need to update it now because I'm not actually going to install this. Let's make sure it ejects just fine. Yes, it does. Perfect. And it looks like this thing is ready to go back on the market. Maybe I'll include this Xbox Elite controller as well. It's a used one, but why not? It works with this. Anything else I want to do here to test this? I don't think so. Let's go to, actually let's go to settings real quick. And we'll look at our TV display options. And this is not a 420, a 4K monitor, but we can see that it does support 4K. This Xbox One S. So, at any rate, I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together. That's better. Yep. It's in there. Button's working well. And that is it. This thing is fixed. Ready to go. Looks 99% better. Bigger hard drive, fully functional. It's going back on the market. And that's it for this. Stay tuned for the next video. Glad you guys came along for this. here it is, fully functional, back to working. Actually went from this, really gross, to this, back together and working with a 1 terabyte hard drive in it and ready to go. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.